Hey, what up, everybody? Welcome back to the show. It's your boy Kenny coming at you solo dolo today, bringing you guys another trailer breakdown, and it's a hot one, baby. One of my most anticipated movies of next year, one of my favorite fictional characters, The Batman, starring Robert Pattinson, Zoe Kravitz, Colin Farrell, and all types of great actors like that. And we're going to get into the nitty-gritty details of this trailer, man, because I had to get my thoughts out there to y'all. Whether it's late, better late than never, right? Better late than never. So we are going to get right into this thing. But before we go any further, click the like and subscribe if you're watching us. And if you're listening on the podcast feed, we appreciate you guys over there. Make sure you ain't gonna be hearing this on the podcast feed. So if you haven't been over there already, go over there and check it out. We got a lot of reviews, recaps, and we got a new long form podcast we just launched here on the network, The Fandom Manual, where we're gonna be breaking down tons of different pop culture topics, multiple movie and TV series reviews, and different games and segments and stuff like that. So make sure you check all that stuff out on the podcast feed. And for those of y'all that have been showing so much love on the YouTube, especially on that Scream trailer breakdown, thank you so much. Here's another one. Let's go. Let's get right into this right there, man. The opening shot of Paul Dano's The Riddler getting arrested at some kind of diner or whatever. But the one thing I gotta know is who's hooking dude up with the cappuccinos and the question marks? That's some good marketing right there. But for real, though, it's pretty weird and cool to see the Riddler getting apprehended in that fashion. But I think Matt Reeves is borrowing one of those Dark Knight tropes from, crime movies and things like that. The villain wants to get caught. And I'm sure because it's the Riddler of all villains, he wants to get caught. But yeah, man, it's pretty cool getting to see Paul Dano's Edward Nashton version of the Riddler, which is actually the original version of the Riddler in the Silver and Golden Age before they did Edward Enigma, Enigma or whatever. But anyways, going back into the trailer, it's cool getting to see his character unmasked and kind of the more human element of that character. You don't see his face like full frontal or anything, but you do get to get a little bit of an indication of what he looks like. And he kind of looks similar to his character in Denis Villeneuve's movie Prisoners that came out in like 2012 or 13, I want to say. Something like that. But yeah, it came out around that time, and yeah, man. So it's pretty cool getting to get a little glimpse of the Riddler right there. And one thing is for sure that we knew from the last trailer when Batman was beating up that one thug, but you get to see him beat up the whole group right here. He's brutal as fuck, man. Like, this Bruce Wayne ain't fucking playing. He's going for it, man. I'm a little surprised he ain't just killing dudes because he's tasing the fuck out of dudes and beating the shit out of them. And he got like a 20-hit combo on that one dude in the last trailer when he's all like, I'm vengeance. I'm like, oh my God, you just fatality that dude. But yeah, man, he's going in with the fucking arm bars and all this shit. And then he comes through with the taser. He's like, zzz, 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 ah. And it's just great editing right there with the music and all that. And I love how they brought back Something in the Way from Nirvana. That better be on the soundtrack. Like, that's got to be a part of the film and all that. It just fits the vibe of this. I don't know why. I don't know how. It just works. But yeah, man. And Batman just ain't fucking playing. But the one, not conspiracy, but the one theory going around online since the last trailer, and even more so with this trailer, is that are those Joker's henchmen in this universe? And while that would be kind of cool, I certainly hope not, because in my personal opinion, since we've gotten so much Joker and Harley Quinn content over the last several years anyway, I hope the Matt Reeves version of Batman, his trilogy or series of movies or whatever, I hope they don't really go into the Joker. maybe acknowledge he existed at a time or he came in contact with him in between movies or something like that. But I don't really want to see another version of Joker that soon, especially in this version. I just want this to stand out, use different characters in the Rogues Gallery, either A, that weren't done justice recently or ever before in the past, or B, we haven't seen before. So that's kind of the thing for me, because the Penguin was okay in Batman Returns, but that was a little cartoony. This is a little bit more of that Arkham, mob boss kind of version. And I love that. And then Selena Kyle, which we've seen done well in the live action before, it's cool to see it in this day and age for this new generation, to see it done well and see it done justice. Because although Anne Hathaway in The Dark Knight Rises is cool, I don't really think she fully lives up to the potential that you can do with Selena Kyle, aka Catwoman. So I think Zoe Kravitz has a really big chance, and I think she's gonna knock it out of the park. And she has voiced the character before, so she has played Catwoman. I think she's the right choice, man. I really dig her in this. But yeah, man, and Batman's bulletproof too up in this bitch, which is freaking dope, man. Like I love that. We've kind of seen Batman be somewhat bulletproof in the past, between the Dark Knight trilogy and a little bit in that Zack Snyder version of Batfleck and everything. But this is full on bulletproof Batman. Like shit's bouncing off. Like he's going full on Darth Vader in the hallway scene. Like bullets are just bouncing off like nothing, and he's taking dudes out. It's great. I know I'm going out of order, but fuck it. This trailer is just fantastic, man. And then we get to see Selena Kyle in action, Zoe Kravitz up in here, and we really get a good glimpse of Catwoman in this. And she is definitely hitting all the right vibes for me as a Batman fan so far, because I'm a really big Catwoman fan as well. She's one of my favorite supporting characters in the Batman universe or mythology, whatever you want to say. Always been one of my favorite supporting characters of his and in that whole world of DC. So I'm really hoping and I'm thinking from the little bit of glimpses we've got right now, I think she's going to nail it. I think Zoe Kravitz is going to knock this thing out of the park, and we're going to get possibly the best Catwoman we've ever seen. I don't know, but I'm throwing that hype up right now, baby. Let me know what you think down below. Even after the movie comes out, revisit this thing and let me know, did it live up? Was she dope? Was she not? Because to me, I think she's going to be dope. But anyways, man, and the one thing that's very interesting with this trailer as well is that the Riddler seems to be targeting Batman, Bruce Wayne, and or both. You know what I'm saying? Because as you see in that one shot later in the trailer, that Batman's kind of got this like kind of like this I don't know, like this diagram mapped out of the different clues from the Riddler's riddle. You know what I'm saying? And you have a question mark in the middle, of course, leading to these different lines, which is the different clues. And you got one going over here to the left, which is no more lies, and then Coulson right up under it, which I believe is a pretty big or sort of important character in this, because I think a big central theme of this new movie, from what I've heard in like interviews and stuff like that and articles I've read online, Matt Reeves was saying that corruption and like the politics of Gotham are definitely going to play a big role in this, and usually does in most Batman stories. And this being a long Halloween influenced story, it's very heavy on the crime and all that kind of stuff going into it. So the corruption angle, I think, is definitely playing a big role there. And I think that also ties into the other clue, which is the other branch going the other way to the right, which is the sins of my father, question mark, question mark, question mark. So obviously, we're referring to Thomas Wayne. So what the hell was Thomas Wayne doing? Now, I got two theories when it comes to that. Either A, he's just some corrupt person or something like that, sort of like we saw in Todd Phillips' Joker. He's just a dick and he did some fucked up shit back in the day that somehow fucked over the Riddler or something like that. I'm not quite sure, but something's going down in that regard for sure. And then going on from there, you see Savage in the other one, and then Renewal or renewal is a lie. So I'm not really sure what those mean, but there's some big implications with that apparently too. And those are probably a couple of the plot elements we haven't seen yet. And I hope they hold those things back before we see it, because it's just what is it now that it's November? We got 4 months, so it's like I could wait. You know what I mean? I don't even need another trailer after this one. This shit does it right here. But yeah, man, like Batman is so brutal in this, man. Like that later scene you see with him just coming down with it, bro. And Selina's looking like, damn, like this dude's fucked up, man. I don't know what his deal is, but it's crazy, man. And I just love it overall. Just the brutality of Batman is definitely present in this trailer, man. And just the end sequence where Batman beating up the thugs and in Penguin's club or wherever he's at, and he's like, "Whoa, hold it, sweetheart. You're everything they say you are, aren't you?" And then he's all chasing him down in the Batmobile later on, and the Penguin thinks he got away because this building explodes behind him where the Batmobile is just crashing through it, and he's like, "Aha, I got you." And then you just see the Batmobile coming through looking like Ghost Rider and shit, like a bat out of hell, man, coming straight after his ass, rams him off the road and flips his ass over. And then you got the fucking sick ass shot of Batman just walking slowly towards his car in slow-mo with the flames up behind him, and it's just flipped upside down. And then you got the Batman logo that just slowly bleeds in right there. I love it, man. Like all the symbolism with this trailer and overall with the vision and the vibe that Matt Reeves is going for, I think is going to come really, it's going to come across really, really well when we see the full product, man. But overall, one other thing I wanted to mention, and a theory of mine, I think the Riddler and all this corruption stuff tying into Thomas Wayne could tie into a bigger conspiracy in the overall series that Matt Reeves is planning out in his head right now. Court of Owls, man, Gotham corruption, Gotham, secret societies and all these things. It does tie in. And I have seen some other trailer breakdowns from the previous one talking about there being Court of Owls symbolism. And then just the overall themes and stuff really fits in fits in right here. And it really goes forward with the type of crime, noir, mystery tone that Matt Reeves is going for in this, man. So from the score to the actors to everything, this shit looks dope, man. But I want to know what you guys think, man. Put all your theories and all your thoughts down below in the comments section. I want to get into a conversation with y'all and see what you think about this new Batman. Because, like I said, to varying degrees, I enjoy all the live-action Batman films and the one theatrically released animated one, Mask of the Phantasm, baby. Woo! In my top 5. Plug. Got the card right there. 5 on a Batman flicks. Check it out. But yeah, man, I'm a huge Batman fan, as you guys can see, and I can't get enough of it. But yeah, man, thank you for checking out this latest breakdown, and we got a lot more of those coming your way. Wherever the big trailers drop, we're going to be doing those. Book of Boba Fett, Uncharted, and Disney Plus has an event going on pretty soon where they're going to be dropping more trailers. So whatever trailers they drop for that, we're going to be talking to y'all. So look out for that Boba Fett, look out for that Uncharted, and we got plenty more of them to come, baby. But stay tuned, don't sleep, stay safe out there, y'all, and until next time, I'm vengeance.